Hu Jintao is continuing his state visit to the U.S. with a busy round of engagements. On Wednesday, U.S. President Barack Obama welcomed Hu Jintao to Washington before sitting down to talks. A joint news conference followed the meeting where President Hu Jintao said China and the U.S. have agreed to work towards a cooperative partnership, one that will have global benefits. Josh Iran takes a closer look.
President Hu was greeted by Obama and his wife upon his arrival with full honors.
I hope that through this visit, our two countries will advance the positive, cooperative, and comprehensive relationship and open a new chapter in our cooperation as partners.
A joint news conference at the White House followed Hu Jintao and Obama's 8th meeting in 2 years.
Both sides agreed to strengthen microeconomic policy coordination and actively pursue opportunities for greater cooperation in this process.
As we look to the future, what's needed, I believe, is a spirit of cooperation that is also friendly competition. In areas like those that I've just mentioned, we will cooperate, forging partnerships and making progress that neither nation can achieve alone.
During Hu's ongoing state visit, the two countries signed a number of cooperation agreements, which will inject fresh momentum into bilateral cooperation and create a great many job opportunities for the two nations. Zhou Qiran, CCTV.
And Barack Obama and the First Lady Michelle hosted a state dinner on Wednesday for visiting Chinese President Hu Jintao. The event was attended by business leaders, prominent Chinese Americans and Hollywood stars. Former Presidents Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter were also there. The 225 guests were spread out among 3 rooms, the state dining room, the blue room and the red room. And they then moved to the East Room for the entertainment. The two presidents' toasts featured promises of better relations all round, and Obama used the moment to highlight an agreement that will ensure the giant pandas from China will remain at the Smithsonian National Zoo for another 5 years.
To our people, the citizens of the People's Republic of China and the United States of America, may they grow together in friendship, may they prosper together in peace, and may they realize their dream of the future for themselves, for their children, and for their grandchildren.
The purpose of my visit is to increase mutual trust, enhance friendship, deepen cooperation, and advance a positive, cooperative, and comprehensive China-U.S. relationship for the 21st century. In recent years, particularly over the past 2 years since President Obama took office, China-U.S. relations have made strong headway thanks to the joint efforts of both sides. We have increased exchanges and cooperation in a wide range of areas, maintained close communication and coordination on major international and regional issues, and played a positive role in promoting peace, stability, and prosperity in the Asia-Pacific region and the whole world.
Also in the joint statement, China and the U.S. agreed to build a comprehensive and mutually beneficial economic partnership. The two sides agreed to strengthen macroeconomic communication and cooperation in support of strong, sustainable and balanced growth in the United States, China and the global economy. Meanwhile, White House officials say the U.S. is expected to sign a $45 billion export deal with China. The agreement will support up to 235,000 American jobs. Li Xiang takes a closer look.
A White House official says the trade deal includes a $19 billion purchase of 200 Boeing aircraft. It's reported that other beneficiaries of the agreement are companies involved in high-tech, construction, and power supply. Such a deal signals a sound start to this year's Sino-U.S. trading relations compared to the experience of last year. Figures from the Chinese Ministry of Commerce show the trade volume surged nearly 30% in 2010. China is the second largest trading partner of the U.S. and third largest export market. But trade disputes were also rising. Last year, the U.S. imposed 6 anti-dumping and anti-subsidy investigations, as well as 18 intellectual property rights investigations against the Chinese products, the most among China's trading partners. Some Americans say China deliberately pursues a huge trade surplus by undervaluing its currency. But China believes the trade surplus is the result of the global shift of manufacturing capacities. China aims to significantly boost its high-tech, new energy, and environmental protection sectors over the next 5 years. Experts say this is expected to provide tremendous opportunities for U.S. business. In the meantime, China also hopes to expand its investment in the U.S. and hopes the U.S. will relax restrictions and provide more market access to Chinese enterprises. 李想 CCTV.
Hu Jintao's visit to the U.S. is a timely reminder that China plays a key role in the U.S. economy and is a crucial source of profits for U.S. businesses. Many are hoping Hu Jintao's 4-day state visit will help break down barriers and increase trade between the two countries. This time, Li Xiang takes a look at how American businessmen consider investment in China.
The American wineries are looking to cash in on China's new thirst for wine. Data shows that in recent years, the amount of U.S. wine consumed in China quadrupled, surpassing 6.2 million liters in 2009. Insiders say increased wine exports to China are fueled by the increase in consumption and demand.
Everyone is very excited about China. Everyone is very interested in becoming involved in China. And I think China is responding as such with an increase in consumption.
However, some American businesses have long complained that China sells far more to the U.S. than it buys. San Francisco is home to one of the largest Chinese Chamber of Commerce offices in the United States. Officials there say criticism of Chinese business practices hurts trade, and American companies need China to help them recover.
So they'll be doing major purchasing, helping the American people on the road to recovery. And I'm sure the American people appreciate that.
A new report by the American Chamber of Commerce in Shanghai says 80% of American companies there intend to boost investments in China. They say these businesses plan to take advantage of China's fast-growing middle class. Li Xiang, CCTV.
China's Minister of Science and Technology, Wang Gang, says China and the US have achieved a great deal in scientific and technology cooperation in recent years, especially in terms of clean energy. Cooperation in this area during the past 2 years has not only stimulated the trade partnership, but it's also bringing together scientists and engineers from the two countries.
It's a win-win policy for China and the U.S. to cooperate, especially in science and technology. It will benefit all humans.
Agreements concerning scientific cooperation have been renewed. Wang Gang says the two sides are set to expand their cooperation in such areas as clean energy and sanitation, the environment, ocean, agriculture, as well as more traditional fields of research. China and the US can also learn about each other's management system, which should be kept updated with the changing times. Michelle Obama is urging American youth to study in China to help strengthen US-China ties. The First Lady spoke to more than 1,000 young people, citing the importance of creating mutual understanding with China and the world.
We develop that habit of cooperation by immersing yourself in someone else's culture, by sharing your stories and letting them share theirs, by taking the time to get past the stereotypes and misperceptions that too often divide us. That's how you build that familiarity that melts away mistrust.
The international community is closely watching the Chinese president's state visit to the US, saying the trip is of great significance and will enormously promote exchanges and cooperation between the two countries.
South Korea, as a friend of both China and the U.S., hopes President Hu Jintao's U.S. visit will not only make contributions to improving bilateral ties between the two countries, but also promote denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula as well as the peninsula's peace and stability.
I think President Hu's visit to the U.S. is of great significance. The smooth development of the Sino-U.S. ties will definitely promote Sino-Japan relations.
President Hu Jintao's visit to the U.S. is a big event for the development of Sino-U.S. relations, and will have great impacts on the whole world.
You're watching CCTV News, coming to you from Beijing, and in the stories still ahead. Growing tension, violence increases in Côte d'Ivoire as political deadlock continues over its disputed